makes you brighter side. Cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought when I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you bet you're nice, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. I just move how you move, cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it, thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Well, you've come to the right place. For starters, enjoy the views. The all-new 2K Beach provides users with a scenic backdrop for all their neighborhood games. Soak up the sunlight and stack up those wins. You know what being on the beach also means? That's right, Beach House. Make your way to this part of the neighborhood and access your My Court, a customizable court where you can shoot hoops and lounge.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. Last season, LeBron James set a career high in assists, and he said the assist has always been his favorite. LeBron said, "It gives my teammates an opportunity to score, and that's what's always mattered to me." And that team-first mentality is just a big part of who LeBron is. Kevin?
Always looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David. Well, Greg, fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Avery Bradley is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the 5 down low. And for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at small forward. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here's George. A second chance effort. Morris, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Bradley. Misses the layup.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside Bradley. Pass to McGee. Lakers working the ball around now. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by McGee.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
And here's George for 3. Rebound the Lakers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Bradley. Poke loose. One-on-one fast break. LeBron grabs the miss. The tray. And Avery Bradley gets the 3.
And that's a nice pass. The patience of LeBron to let the play develop.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over it. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games.
Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Passes it to McGee. James outside. The Lakers rebound.
So much of rebound is about positioning, effort, no lack of it right there.
Here's George. Lays it up off the glass.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
The Lakers trail. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Right side, Green takes the 3. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
And the Lakers have possession.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
Here's James, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none.
That free throw, no good.
You know, the one chink in LeBron's armor, decent but somewhat inconsistent from the free throw line.
He hits the second from the line. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's George. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Fouling to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes him pay. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from George.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Lakers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
Free throw good, LeBron. And both free throws good for James. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's George. Rebounded by McGee. Lakers trail by 3. Green with the ball. George picks him up. Tipped away. And here we go. Fast break, Beverly. Oh, wow!
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
One shot.
That's good from George.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Got that bucket in no time at all. George has got 13.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 6. Green deciding where to go with it. To the right side. LeBron outside. Plenty of space. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles. For your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Lakers trail by 8. In the corner, it's James. And it's good off the back rim and in. James has got 7 points.
What you put out is what you get back. LeBron sets up so many teammates on the catch and shoot. That time, the favor is returned.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Lakers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Right block shot, and it's Bradley. That time on the assist by Green. Bradley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Bucket is good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now here's LeBron. 7 points in the game. And finished off by LeBron.
Somebody's got to rotate over, but who wants to step in front of LeBron?
Clippers leading by 6. Here's George. Morris trying to free himself up. And it's Paul George with the finish.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Lakers have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Floats it up for Davis.
And that lob came from a mile away, and it was right on the money.
Talk about a long-distance connection. Here's George. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Outside Bradley. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And the Clippers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Bradley. And it's sent back by Howard.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously. Skying up and sending him back was his impressive vertical.
Now here's James. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Rondo. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's George. And he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 23 points.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
Lakers trail by 7. And they double up James. The pass to Howard. Now here's James. He kicks it to Davis. Lakers working the ball around now. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Green. This one for 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And the shot goes in. Here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the paint. Here's Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Green finds Rondo. Rondo is doubled. Back to Green, and it's Green with the jam.
You see the strength, the explosiveness of Danny Green. He's not just an outside shooter, folks.
Here's George, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. And then for the Lakers, Morris is checked in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Green.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Rondo with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Howard. Morris with the ball. Guarded by Green. Caldwell Pope. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Clippers leading by 4. Here's George. And ooh, he just jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh my goodness.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Here's Kuzma. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 4 assists in the game. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And it's sent back by Howard. Williams against Rondo. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from Williams. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And Green gets it to go.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now here's Howard. Over Harrell. Howard can't hit. The Clippers in the lead. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
1:36 left here in the first quarter. Rondo against Williams. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Jackson's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Here's Jackson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Caldwell Pope kicks to Rondo. 3-pointer. Doesn't go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Shamet finds Williams. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Now here's Rondo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. That'll put Rajon Rondo on the line. That's on Reggie Jackson. The Lakers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. The free throw drops for Rondo.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
Shots good by Williams. And the Clippers lead by 9.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Rondo. And here's Caldwell Pope.
Los Angeles foul call. That's his first personal foul.
The Lakers have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Clippers leading by 7. And Williams, here we go. The shot's good. Williams has got 6.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
15 seconds left in the first. Outside Rondo. Here's Kuzma. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Kuzma's got his second basket. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, you know, and it's fun and it's light. Fans deserve it on both sides. You know, it's good old-fashioned basketball. You know, it's all a part of the game. We're both trying to win, and that's what people want to see. Hard-nosed, edgy basketball.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
Assisted.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
So for the Lakers right now, we've got Markieff Morris. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Caldwell Pope. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard. Williams gets the bucket.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Here's Shamet. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Rajon Rondo.
And Landry Shamet out of Wichita State. Some good young guards coming out of that program.
And another one, GA, that comes to mind, Fred VanVleet, also a former Shocker. Both he and Fred, they are knockdown shooters.
Shooter 2.
That free throw good from Shamet. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Now here's Rondo, and he makes good on the layup. Rondo's got 5 points so far.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
And the basket by Jackson. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Rondo against Jackson. Rondo kicks to Kuzma. Off target from outside.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo.
Avery Bradley.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
The stride gets Kuzma to the basket in a flash. No time for the defense to collapse.
Here's Williams. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Lakers trail by 9. Here's Caruso. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Clippers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Jackson, good, great play by Williams to set it up. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
Here's Bradley, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Got a piece of it.
Though he won't block a lot of shots, Kyle with terrific defense that time. Read that one all the way.
For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Morris comes in for Green, and it's Leonard in for Landry Shamet. Davis is checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Caldwell Pope. Lakers trail by 7. It's stolen by Morris. Now the Clippers moving it up. Morris with the ball. Here's Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got 10 points.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. James outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers leading by 9. Here's Jackson. Off with the layup. Lakers shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Bradley, no one around him. Offline with his 3.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
That one drops for him.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game. Taking it up strong inside.
Here's LeBron, following the score by Lou Williams. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And that one's good, Leonard.
I love it, Kawhi. When you have skills from the mid-range, you don't need to force anything.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 11-point game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets. And he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
And he makes the first. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Lakers trail by 11. Here's LeBron, and the dunk by James.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Lakers have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Green, the pass to Kuzma. Outside Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. Again, the Lakers.
Making good choices in the pick and roll game. Another area of Bradley's development.
Here's Beverly. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 11.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The Lakers have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field.
Dominating at the rim, something AD has always enjoyed.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Steve, the days of Avery Bradley being a scorer are probably over. I mean, he scored in the mid-teens, we know that, but now I think they value his defense as much as his scoring.
You're right, Kevin. Avery Bradley will rely on his athleticism, especially to get to the rim to score. With his injuries and changing situation, the chances, they just haven't been there. But he's still an effective player. We just won't see his scoring outbursts as often.
Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. And the Lakers also making a change. Howard's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Beverly with the ball. He's picked up by James. Good on the bucket. Beverly's got his first points of the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
Outside Bradley. Kicks it out to James. And the wide open shot from Green. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 5 assists in the game. And the Clippers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Clippers leading by 10. Here's Beverly. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Beverly's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Inside, here's Howard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And this is where Howard can be dominant. In close, his physical advantages then can take over.
It's good. George has got 35.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
LeBron outside. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
And George, here we go. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Green. The Clippers getting the bucket. Now Bradley. 12 points for him. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. The Lakers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Green against George. Shot clock at 6. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Green.
A streak shooter, Danny Green has been locked and loaded for a good portion of this game.
And good that time.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Paul George. That's his first personal foul.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
James. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. And both free throws good for LeBron. Here's Beverly. It's George on the wing, guarded by Green. Green with the block.
Good shot blocker for his size. Danny showing great timing right there.
Here's Rondo. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. So it's the Lakers now, after the Clippers pick up 2. And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by Beverly. Clippers leading by 11. And George, here we go. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Green. James against Leonard. LeBron dishes to Howard. There's Green with the 3. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
And it's George finishing it off.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverly. That's a terrific pass.
Now here's Rondo. He's got 5. Outside, Green. Back to James. Lakers working the ball around now. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender. And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
From deep, Green. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's George. And the shot goes down.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Clippers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Green comes in for Morris, and Landry Shamet subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. The Lakers also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Morris comes in for Anthony Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Green. .131 left now here in the second. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 13. Wide open look. That one wide left.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
And the energy of a guy like Montrezl Harrell can rub off on the entire team.
Yes, it can. GA, he plays with a high motor, generates steals, blocks, and deflections. He's active all over the court, and now we're seeing it on the offensive end as well.
McGee finds James. They need this. Buries the jump shot. LeBron's got 15.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Beverly for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. LeBron's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. George with the defensive effort.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And it's Green missing. Lakers trail by 13. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Caldwell Pope with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Right side Rondo. But they recover it. McGee. And yet that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. "12 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And Morris throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points, and he really was a throw-in that Chris Paul trade. But Montrezl Harrell has emerged as an impact player in his own right. Kenny, what makes him special?
He's one of the best finishers in the game, man. Like, the guy is deadly in the pick and roll, and he plays with maximum effort.
And he's only about 6'7", and he holds his own at the center position.
And a motor that will not stop. Not unlike Kevin Harlan. Take it away. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
Lakers trail by 10. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And George with this stuff.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
The Lakers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Out to the right wing. McGee finds James. Back to McGee. Now here's Bradley. From outside, off the mark.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
He gets that one.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Leonard. McGee with the block. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. That's tipped. Here's Leonard. The putback, and good, he hits it again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. James outside. Kicks it out to Bradley. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Clippers leading by 13. Beverly with the ball. No good with the layup. Bradley deciding where to go with it. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. And that'll be his third foul so far. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. From deep, Green.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
Here's George, and good! There's another.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's Bradley. 12 points for him. On the wing, Green. Defended by George. They could use a bucket. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And George with the stuff.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Timeout called the Lakers.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
So if they want to see all records, he just want to fuck us. Take my boys to Mecca. Oh my blessing. You and my dogs. They try to give me. I bet I get their heaven. I say away from. I'm such a gifted. I'm seated on the floor. She can see the loafers. Showing love to the season ticket holders. Showing love to the season ticket holders. Showing love to the season.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside Bradley. The 3 ball. Cans it from downtown. Bradley's got 15.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Here's George. And another one. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And it's Bradley with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 16-point game. James wide open. Cans the shot from the wing. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
I'll tell you, trying to guard LeBron, it's easy to get frustrated. And it's been that way all night.
And George with the stuff.
I don't think the D has an answer for him right now. He is just getting any shot he wants.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And here's Bradley. He's got 15. Bounce pass, Davis. Kicks it out to Bradley. No good from outside.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the Lakers get called for the foul.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And the first one at the line is good.
With Kawhi, you love his talent. but just as important, you love the basketball IQ and work ethic.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. Leonard hits them both. Lakers trail by 18. James looking it over. Kicks it to Bradley. Floats it up for James. Hammers the alley-oop through.
How do you stop that? LeBron with too much lift and too much power.
Here now, the Clippers. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's George. Another bucket. Wow! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Now James. He's got 22. Morris with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Lakers trail by 19. Now, here's Green. He's got 19. Outside Bradley. And here's James outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Now here's James. Pass to Davis. Tries from 16. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. To the middle. Here's Davis. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Leonard draws the double. It's stolen by Davis. Leonard with the steal. From deep three-point range, but they get it back. And another shot, and it's Zubac laying it in. Zubac has got his second bucket.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Timeout called the Lakers. Paul George really making a difference here.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively. Big group substitution here for the Clippers.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for James. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Avery Bradley.
That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
From deep, Williams drills it from outside. Williams has got 15 points.
Smooth shooting motion from distance. Williams making it look easy.
And the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Over to the left wing. Caruso, the pass to Howard. Count that one. He's got 6.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And that one's good, Shamet.
Though he has a score-first mindset, Williams not a bad setup man.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Caldwell-Pope outside. Howard, it's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Clippers leading by 22. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
The Lakers shooting around 40% in the third, maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Here's Jackson. Good, nice job down low.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Here's Rondo, following the score by Reggie Jackson. Pass to Howard. Back to Rondo. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
Two of Rondo's greatest assets. Very strong for his size and very comfortable operating in the paint.
Here's Zubac. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
There's two things they rely on him for. Being competitive and bringing energy.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And that one's good, Shamet.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Lakers shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Jackson against Rondo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second personal foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Clippers making a change here. Patterson's checked in. And the Lakers also making a change. Morris is checked in. And so Rondo hits both free throws.
Timeout.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. That one goes in. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
The Lakers shooting approximately 43% in the third quarter.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Here's Rondo. And the rejection by Harrell. And it's Shamet missing. The Lakers shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Caruso, the pass to Caldwell Pope. From past the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Caldwell Pope's got 9 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Caruso. He kicks to Rondo. Lobbed up there for Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And love how Howard throws it down. Just spectacular to watch on these alley-oops given his strength.
Harold drives in. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Harold's got his first 2 points. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. To the paint. It's tipped. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Caruso, the pass to Howard.
Very hard to move Patterson back with your body, which allows him to challenge every shot.
Shot on the wing. Morris with the rebound. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Back to Rondo. Down low. And Morris throws it down.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized 4.
Here's Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got 17.
Because of his size, everyone tries to get physical with Lou, but he pays it no mind.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Lakers. Markieff Morris is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. Pass to Morris. Back to Rondo. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
And the basket is good.
Man, when Sweet Lou gets on a roll, it's a beautiful thing to watch. He is lighting them up tonight.
And a wide open look for Rondo. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Great game for him, double-double now. 11 points and 10 assists. Here's Magruder. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Caldwell Pope left side. Here's Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
At the line for the Lakers, Markieff Morris. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Cook, he's checked in for the Lakers. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got 23 points.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, then suddenly he hits the turbojet.
Caruso kicks to Cook. Passes it to Caruso. Back to Cook. A floater. They get it again. Here's Morris. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Here's Cook. And at last, they get one to fall.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Here's Williams. McGee with the block. Caldwell Pope outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And for Kentavious Caldwell Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that. He knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
And he makes the first. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. J.R. Smith's checked in for the Lakers. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Clippers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Patterson hits the target from 18 feet.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Good work there as it goes.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Here's Magruder. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Rodney McGruder. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And it's Bradley with the ball for the Lakers. Here's Cook. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Cook's got 4 this quarter. Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Lakers shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Bradley passes to Morris. Oh, that's blocked. And he recovers it. He dishes it to Cook. Smith outside. No good on the 3. The Clippers shooting has been just outrageous. 64% from the field to this point. Leonard with the bucket.
He is in the zone tonight. Kawhi is carrying this offense.
The Lakers shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's Smith. The Clippers grab the miss. Green's got 8 rebounds in this game. The Clippers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
The Lakers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Cook looking it over. McGee the pass to Smith. The offensive rebound. The Clippers have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Leonard with the bucket.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Smith. They grab their own miss. Morris kicks to Cook. Misses the 3. The Clippers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. And finished off by Leonard.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Here is Cook after the Clippers pick up 2. Smith for 3. Again, the miss by Smith.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
Timeout.
And aggressive at the rack, JR showing no mercy.
And the Clippers call time here. Zubats is checked in for Patrick Patterson. And the Lakers also making a change. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Fires from the corner. The rebound by the Lakers. McGee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Smith kicks to Cook. Lets it go with a 3. But they'll get another chance. Here's McGee. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubats. Kuzma outside. Tries again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the former Utah Ute, Kyle Kuzma, can play either forward spot. Has a good blend, Smitty, of size and speed.
Yes, Kevin, but right now I prefer him at the 4. The reason why, he can stretch the floor, but he can tack a lot of those big forwards. And his shooting, it will get consistent as the years go on.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
You know, he's one of the more underrated players in his draft class. Kuzma's proven that he should have been drafted higher in 2017, a lot higher in my opinion.
And he's good on the second. Here's Magruder. Over Smith. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Clippers call time here. The Lakers shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Cook, the pass to Smith. McGee in the high post. Kicks it to Cook. His three-pointers off the mark. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 16-7 run. Shoots from the baseline. It's a hand on it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Mann's got his first bucket in this one.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The Lakers shooting straight 49% from the field. Here is Cook. Smith outside. Trains the three-pointers. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is where JR can put it on you. Excellent in the catch and shoot.
Here's Mann. The shot, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. To the inside. Here's Cook. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Here's Leonard. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. You know, Smitty, the change for McGee's pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
Howard's checked in for Morris. And both free throws good for Kuzma. Here's Mann. Over Cook. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. So it's the Lakers now. Here is Cook. The floater. Good. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Leonard.
Patrick Patterson. Reggie Jackson.
Puts it up off the inbound. Patterson can't get it to go. Lakers shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Kuzma kicks to Cook. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For three.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And he gets it back. Lakers shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Now the pass to Kuzma. Fades. And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Clippers making a switch here. George is checked in. And the Lakers also making a change. Caldwell Pope's checked in. The Clippers shooting has been just great in the fourth quarter, 54%. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
2 shots.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Paul George. Caldwell Pope with it. Here is Cook. Smith outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
The Clippers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Another one goes. Incredible.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Shoots the three. Another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his third personal foul. At the line for the Lakers, JaVale McGee. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from McGee. And so he hits both. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. George with the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
They get it back. Here's McGee, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. And that one drops.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
He's really cooking right now. He's having a phenomenal half.
And stolen by Patterson. The feed to Jackson. It's good, and it's his sixth make against 11 attempts. So it's the Lakers now. Here's Cook. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
That's just way too easy. The defense was totally lost on that one.
Here's George. Again, what an avalanche! And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Paul George.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Connects again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Chalk up 2 there.
And like Shaq in the past, it takes a ton to stop Howard on these shots. Simply bodying him sometimes isn't enough.
Now, here is George.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Smith kicks to Caldwell Pope. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Count it, good.
Howard really brings it on the offensive glass, using that wide wingspan to come up with those loose balls.
And the Clippers call time here. They're up by 27. 44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection
as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. He gets it in there.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Drops in the tray.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
And got it! Another basket.
90, a legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. Here is Cook. To the middle. Out to Smith. Takes a three. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And the Clippers call time here. They lead by 25. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
In my opinion, I think they're looking to make a substitution, but let's see out of the timeout.
Creatine, creatine. I need the money, I need it long term. I put that on everything that I love. Sundays and 50s and sometimes the dubs. I put that on everything that I love. That's on everything I got. Put that on my auntie and uncle son. I need the money, I need it long term. I put that on everything that I love. Cha-cha-cha-ching, let that money machine. I went to the doc, I called that game ring. He say having money ain't nothing to see.
Patrick Beverley. Marcus Morris.
15 seconds left in the fourth. And yep, another basket.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. GA, I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. Here is Cook. So the Clippers winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Kawhi, you have become an elite two-way player, so how do you carry that scoring load with that defensive responsibility?
It's very difficult. Your mind's on the whole game, 48 minutes. But, my teammates get me in the groove, give me the energy to keep fighting throughout the whole 48 minutes.
Well, you did a great job of leading them tonight, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.